elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes a connection. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run play action. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking deep. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He'll set up to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are
turning it on! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent.
Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
They'll run it from the gun. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw. Got his man on the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Try to barge their way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Marches ahead. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's why the coach decides to go for it on 4th and goal that close to the goal line. He knows he's got a quarterback, David, that's going to make the right read and the right decision when it matters most.
It's so nice to have that guy that you know is going to stay calm no matter the down. 4th down right there. Obviously trailing, needed a big play. He came through with it. And now, do you put 1 on the board, tie this game, or do you go for 2?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got room at the 35. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, they dialed the pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening. And just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Rushes on him. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. third down. That was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David
breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Faulk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab, it's Garrett. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Buckeyes are on the move. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Finds a spot in the middle. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try the toss to the left. Finding an escape route. Past the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU! A great catch and run for 6.
And with that drive, you start to get excited. You start to think about the bounce back from a week ago. Went on the road, tough loss. You get to come back home, and this team has really been a different team today. Nice performance after a heartbreaking loss last week.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Powers through the defender. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore. Right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Here's a heat. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
LSU lining up first and goal. Quarterback making checks. A first down run in the red zone. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's reeled in. It's Garrett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Got his man on the outside.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Finds his tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Just keep slinging it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Here's the handoff. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. With the catch, it's Garrett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Down. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll try it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Next, going for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there, getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been...
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen.
Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Coming into this one, we